Hello and welcome to another tutorial. Today we're going to be covering Photoshop, and what we're going to be looking at is the Liquify filter. So I'm going to go ahead and just make some text here. We can just wait while my Mac hangs on Q. Okay, so I'm just going to drag out a text box and I'm going to type in "Hello there." And I'm going to select that all. And I'm just going to bring the font up. And I'm going to bring the box size out so we can see the whole of the text. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over to Filter and then Liquify. It's going to ask me if I want to rasterize the layer. I'm just went ahead and said OK there. Okay, so when we're in this window, there's a number of tools we can work with. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring this up to 300, just to make it a little bit bigger for us. So while we're in this layout, we can do a few things. We have the primary tool we're going to be working with is the warp tool. And this will allow us to warp our graphic around. This is a really useful tool for kind of rejigging things and reshaping things. And kind of like you can go and smudge up and build something generatively like that. And the second tool we have down here is kind of similar to the history brush. It's called the Reconstruct Tool. And what we can do is we can just brush over our things and it will bring them back to what they were before. And we can kind of bring them back just by repeated clicking. And just stroking over them. The next tool we have is the Twirl Tool, which will just take our image and twirl it around in a spiral. Kind of simple, not very useful though. We have our pinch tool, which will pinch things in, and our bulge tool, which will bulge things out. Okay, over here to the right hand side of the pane, we have all sorts of options like brush size, brush density, brush pressure, and the rate. And we can reconstruct our image at any point back to the original just by clicking this reconstruct button here. Okay, that's really useful. Okay, so the other main tool that you'll have at your disposal while working with Liquify is its masking options. So what we can do is we can go ahead and we can just paint over areas of our image that we want to save. So if I just want to make a change to this exclamation mark here, I can just go ahead and let's just paint the whole thing, just to give you an idea of how this tool works. And then I'm just gonna take the eraser tool. I'm just gonna go ahead and erase just where the question mark and where the E and where maybe the top of the T is. And build a nice kind of mat there. Okay, so with this, what we can do is I can continue working on, say, my exclamation point or my E here. and I can just kind of pull things around and warp them into place. But if we go where this T is here, oh, it's caught a bit of the H there. So if you catch something that's just inside the influence line, you can just history brush back, and we can use this push tool just to push things around in the image. And notice it, because this is masked, anything I'm doing over here, it's not being affected by the tool at all, really. And the last thing you really need to know is how to go ahead and make these changes permanent. You just go ahead and click OK, and it will go ahead and change them right there for you. Thank you for watching. Please comment, rate and subscribe.